A reading from Second Book of Kings. One day Elisha was passing through Shunem, where a wealthy woman lived, who urged him to have a meal. So whenever he passed that way, he would stop there for a meal. She said to her husband, "Look, I am sure that this man who regularly passes our way is a holy man of God. Let us make a small roof chamber with walls, and put there for him a bed, a table, a chair, and a lamp, so that he can stay there whenever he comes to us." One day when Elisha came there, he went up to the chamber and lay down there. He said to his servant Gehazi, "What then may be done for the woman?" Gehazi answered, "Well, she has no son, and her husband is old." Elisha said, "Call her." When the servant had called her, she stood at the door. Elisha said, "At this season, in due time, you shall embrace a son." I wonder if any priest began their journey of priesthood without knowing any priest. It is not impossible, but it is very unlikely a boy or a young man has his aspiration to the priesthood without actually seeing and hearing a priest at least. And I also wonder how many priests developed their vocations to the priesthood without any kind of relationship with other priests. It is also not impossible, but it will be a very difficult and lonely journey. I saw many priests in my parish since I was very young. I did not have much opportunity to know most of them very well, but as an altar server and a lector, I had much time to see and hear them. As a young boy, to serve them at the altar and to see them from a close distance certainly affected me to have a dream of becoming one of them. Later on, as a young man, I met a few priests who left me with impressions that made me seriously think about the priesthood. They did not suggest the priesthood, but the relationship with them led me to a decision to enter the seminary. I don't exactly know why, but I always enjoyed relationships with priests as a boy and a young man. I welcomed those God's servants, and I became one of them. I received the greatest gift in my life, the priesthood, just by welcoming priests in my life, not so much by asking for it. The woman in the first reading in this Sunday, who welcomed the prophet Elisha and provided a small house, received a gift of a son without asking for a son. And in the Gospel, Jesus tells us we will receive a prophet's reward if we welcome a prophet. When we welcome Jesus in our lives and our family, we will receive the reward of Jesus, life eternal. All we need is to welcome Him and build a relationship with Him.